I thought you were not in the chair here when I was cleaning.
Yeah. Come on, guys. In. You want to climb my pants, you bad things?
Look at what you guys do? Who broke this?
Oh my God, look at that thing. Oh, okay, wait, you know what? Let me put my stuff down.
All right, who broke this?
Who broke it?
Who broke that toy?
You know what? I have one at home, and it's the same thing. It falls. You know what? There's no ball there, so they can't
Yeah,
push.
well, what is the ball? It was this morning.
Oh, I was going to bring one, and I forgot. Look at you, Mama. Okay. Oh, it's hot in here.
It's hot.
Come sit.
Why are you pooping here? What is this?
They already pooped before. I said, you know what I wrote? I said it'll be nice because they pooped before we're doing this. Let's play with them for a minute, and then we can sit down. Hello, Mama.
Okay, who moved the box?
Bad babies.
You guys? You
Can we
guys?
turn the air on, or do you don't?
No, you can't.
I don't like to, but I don't like to touch it. Mimi can probably do it.
No, it's the nursery is.
Oh, well, we're going to sit here, so we're going to move this kind of out of the way. You guys are bad because we're going to be talking, and you better not be misbehaving.
Here's your koala.
Oh, Lord.
All right.
Oh, I just lost.
The white ball.
Oh, we'll find it. Come sit.
All right, guys.
No. Turn around. They want to see you. Okay. We're going to wait a few
Hi,
minutes.
cookies.
Please.
Hello, cookies.
Let me just make sure
Are you cookie?
that they can see you.
Hi, Mama. Hi. Hazelnut? No, is this hazelnut? No, that's not hazelnut. This is hazelnut.
That's hazelnut because she's brown. I
This is
remember when I
cashew,
first, that's cashew. I remember when I first met them in the nursery. They were so cute.
Who's skinny?
See, this is a little behind the times, so I want to make sure that the camera, because they know that we're coming. Oh, we're cool. Okie doke. Oh, I don't want to, wait. No, come back. Okay, everybody. For those who don't know, this is Nellie. She's one of the volunteers, and we're going to talk about how long she's been here. But Nellie is usually here on weekends, and now and then she comes during the week. And so, when I found out we could do this today, you are so bad. You know that we had a technician here because of you?
Here's the worst.
He's a, what do we call him, a hooligan?
Bad. It's badness.
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 I want you to know why you're here, Nellie, is because everybody loves you and they think you are absolutely fabulous, especially when you interact with the kiddies. You're like a star. What do you think of that?
What do I think of that?
Yeah.
I'm flattered. I don't know. I don't really think much. I don't think much. I see cats and I don't think much.
But they do love you, and especially how well you interact with them. So we're going to do an interview, and I'm going to ask you some stuff, and you could be real honest. Okay. I know a lot of folks would love to know your background because you obviously, have an accent. So where are you from? What's the whole story?
Well, the accent is Russian, and I came from the former Soviet Union. I don't know what people call it these days, but it used to be
What
former
part?
Soviet Union.
Yeah, which like?
Latvia was the place.
Latvia. Are those like Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania,
Yeah.
that area?
Yeah.
Ah, so you were born
I
there.
was born in Riga, and my native language is Russian, so my accent is Russian.
And how long, I mean, you lived there until, when did you come?
20 years old, and then we came here in 1980, long time ago.
So did
37 years ago.
Did you come with like your
I
family?
came with my dad, my mom, my dad, and my grandmother.
Was it more like it was I'm curious, time to get out of that area, or with any of the problems,
No, it was just like, it was time to get out of there.
So you all came over here, did your dad or anybody, did they know anyone here?
No,
You just came.
we just came. We didn't know anybody.
And where did you come? Did you come to
We came to San Diego, California.
Yeah. And how long did you, this is a riot. How long did you stay there?
Just a few months, because there was no work. My dad couldn't find any.
What did he do?
He was an engineer. Ow. He was an engineer. He couldn't find work there, so he found work in LA, and we moved to LA.
Okay. And he found work.
He found work here, yes.
And so you were out of school by then?
I was out of school.
Okay, come here.
I was out of school. I did not, I graduated over there. I went to actually university for a year or two.
Oh, okay. What did you study?
Engineering.
Engineering? You too. Good for you. And then you came here.
And then I am here, and we had to find work because we didn't have anybody to support us. So I never went to school here. I went to work.
So you never did go back to school. So you had the 1 year of like engineering.
Right.
So what did you do when you came here for a job or?
Well, I found eventually took some courses, found a job, and that was it.
And you stayed in this area. You like California. Have you been in other places in the United
Just
States?
for a visit. Just for visiting.
Okay. So you were here from I was going to ask you too. When you were growing up in Latvia, did you guys have pets? I mean, did you?
Yeah, we always had cats.
Oh, you had cats.
Yeah, we had cats.
Okay, that's good. So then you came here, got a job, and were you working with any other animal organizations?
No, it was nothing to do with animals. Just
Nothing at all.
regular,
Job.
pencil pushing job.
Exactly. Okay, so that brings us to, and for folks who don't know, Nellie is one of the original volunteers with Kitten Rescue and before Kitten Rescue.
Correct.
And along with Marvin, who some of you might know, I know that Jelly knows Marvin and I do too. How did you get involved with whatever it was before? Can you tell us the background of it?
Sure. Somebody at my job was walking by, saw cat pictures on my desk, and she said, "Have you ever been to Casitas?" And I said, "No."
What is
I
Casitas?
said, "What is Casitas?" She said, "Well, I board my cats there, and they have like a little sanctuary there." And I said, "Never heard of it." So she gave me the address, and I came to look at the place, and that was in 2001.
Oh, a long time ago.
Yeah, 16 years ago. And I was so impressed with the place, I just never left.
What was it though? It was not Kitten Rescue
It
yet.
was not Kitten Rescue, it was a private person who owned the place, and she had a hotel for cats
Oh,
and a sanctuary.
okay.
And so we had resident cats here and also boarding cats.
And so that's how you started to volunteer?
Yeah, so I started coming here daily. I would come at night sometimes after work on the weekends. And then Kitten Rescue took over the place in 2005.
What was the story of how did Kitten Rescue take over this place?
Lisa, who owned the place, was retired and was tired of taking care of it, so she decided to give it up, and she was looking for someone to take it over. So she was looking for someone, and Marvin apparently heard that Kitten Rescue was looking for a sanctuary.
Oh, so he got a hold of
So
Ben?
he made a match, yeah.
And they took it over?
They took it over, and they had a trial period for a year, and Lisa liked them.
Oh, before she would give it up.
Right,
That's how devoted she
Oh,
was,
yes.
huh?
Yes, there was another group before that, before Kitten Rescue, and it did not work out, so she did not sell it to them, or did not relinquish it to them.
So you came with the property?
I came with the property.
You and Marvin?
Me and Marvin, yes. Yes.
Okay, so then when they took it over, there was probably a transition period of how they wanted things done as opposed to what had been going on before, or did it basically just continue?
No, they came and they brought a manager, and
Was that Pam?
it was Pam.
Okay.
They hired a manager, and then they wanted to have somebody to live on the property, so they found somebody to live in the house.
Oh,
It
yeah.
used to be the nursery.
Right.
So they found somebody. They wanted someone to watch over at night.
Sure.
You know.
Was this room, because
There was a used to be dog. His name was Bruce. He used to live here. See the doggy door?
that's what that was?
Yeah,
A
it used to
doggy
be.
door.
Yeah,
Okay, got
when
it.
Lisa had the property, they had a big dog on the property. His name was Bruce. This was Bruce's house.
Ah, okay. Because I always used to wonder about that low window where
Yeah.
we see it, not with the cam, but,
Mm-hmm.
so that was a doggy door.
Yeah.
When did they start, or maybe you wouldn't remember, I don't know, using this as, well, it wasn't called the romper room, I guess kitten room or something? Because they didn't have the cam then, did they?
Correct. Then the dog went when the person that used to live in the house, when she left, she took Bruce with her. So there was no need for this room to be a dog house. So they made it into like an ISO room.
Uh-huh.
So Pam had some cages here, so we used to use it for new kitties that would come in, or like quarantine period.
Okay. Well, that's interesting.
Yes.
And then, because by the time I started coming, that's 3 years ago, you and Mimi were the first ones I met. This was already
Right.
the regular room and the cam was in.
Right.
But when you started, obviously there was no camera.
Right. It used to be like an ISO room. And actually, a couple of times we had ringworm cats here.
Uh-huh.
They were being isolated here, so had to spread it over there. And so it was an isolation room.
I see.
Yeah, and sometimes they would pull from the shelters. They would pull cats, and they would. That's where.
Well,
they
did
would
they
come.
have as many? Because I know now in the sanctuary there's usually at least 100, 110, plus the boarders. Did they have that many back then?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
So they have always had a large number.
Yes.
That's kind of interesting. So
Yes.
you've really seen it. Oops, excuse me. Well, do you have any pets?
I have 2 cats.
Are they from here?
They're not from here. They're not from here.
How old are they?
Actually, I just lost the love of my life. I had her for 15
Yes,
years.
I know.
She.
Well, you
So
don't have
I
to
lost
talk
her
about it.
in the day after Christmas.
Right.
And a year before, I took a kitten from another rescue group, because I used to volunteer there, and I was medicating her. She was sickly, and kind of got attached to her.
Oh, so do you volunteer with another group too?
Yes,
Oh.
yes. So
Are they close by?
yes, they're in the neighborhood.
Oh my goodness! So you really? Do you have any free time? No free time. I know.
Well, this is free time.
Well, yeah, that's true. I'm thinking Pistachio would make a wonderful addition to your house.
Yeah, just trying to. Oh boy!
He would be the major
Oh
hooligan.
my goodness!
He's like, well, for those who don't see, he's just chasing flies. Okay,
I
so,
think she's just imaginary flies.
but that's okay. He's happy. He sees them. What?
So I have two young cats. I took from here. During the whatever time, I took like 3 or 4 cats, older cats from here.
To foster or to adopt so they could have a
I adopted one, and then I took a couple to foster, I guess.
Well, good
I
for
took
you.
them home, and they were very elderly. I didn't have them that long.
Oh,
So I felt like I needed like a younger kitty, so that's why I got
well, there you go. You can
a
take
younger
him with
one.
you. Speaking of home, word has it that you live relatively close. We don't have to say where, but when you bought your home, did you buy your home? Or you
Yes.
Did you have any like requirements?
Oh yeah, it has to be close to here. It has to be
Within decent driving?
decent driving. Yeah.
And how about your job? Is it close to your job?
No, it's not. My job is not that far, but it just takes me there forever to get there.
But
Because as you know,
yes.
you don't move very fast.
Well, today it took me almost an hour to get here, and it usually doesn't. And I kept thinking, oh my, after all of this, what if I don't make it? Okay, so you volunteer mostly on Saturdays and Sundays when you can.
Yeah.
And during the week, like today, half a day, because we know you have to go somewhere. So you were nice enough to come in and wait for me. What is a typical day for you when you get here? What do you do?
What do? I usually clean. I come and clean. When Mimi asks me to clean this room, and I would clean this room. Or if it's already been cleaned when I get here, then
But it always can be cleaned again 5 minutes later.
Yeah. So usually Ari cleans it on the weekend, on Saturday, and Mimi on Sundays.
Do you like to come in here with them first?
Yeah, sure. Well, you have to come here first.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Yeah, before you get
And you
there.
always have quite an interesting time with them. And I think that's how the viewers know you, because obviously they don't see the sanctuary, and you're not in the nursery really much.
I know.
So they love it when you come in here because the way you talk to them and like things you do with them. You love them no matter which litter comes, and that I understand.
They're very cute.
They are very cute, and like you said, they're hooligans and they're bad and they poop and they do all those things, but you do love them. So he's just
Shaking the tail.
fascinated
He's
by
shaking the tail.
I see. So after you're done in here,
Yeah, so after I'm done
explain
here,
what you do in the sanctuary.
I go
because
there, and I usually start with cleaning. I do help with cleaning because I know our wonderful caretakers always run out of time. They're very busy. It's very hard. The work is really hard. So I'm trying to help, as much as I can to make their life a little bit easier. So yeah, I usually clean. I clean the place.
I saw you doing it because I've been
usually-
here for a while, and
Yeah.
I see you really clean up after them. And do you feed any of them, or is it basically you just do the cleaning?
Yeah, sometimes I feed. It depends, if it
They
hasn't
need
been,
help.
if it hasn't been done. Yeah, I do cleaning. I do feeding, and then I clean, and then I hang out, and then other volunteers usually come later.
Yeah.
I'm here early.
Right, you were
I'm
here very early.
Yeah, I get up early. I come here early, and volunteers start coming probably like after 12. They
Mhm.
start arriving, and and it's nice to hang out with them also.
You must have seen a lot of people come and go, and a lot of changes in how things are going. But the kitties, some of them have been here such a long time in the sanctuary, sadly. You know some of them. Can you tell us, and maybe Jelly has shown pictures of some of them, and if not, some of the sanctuary kitties that you really have either a bond with, or you do special things with, or they're funny and they make you laugh like these guys? Tell us about some of the sanctuary cats.
Well, of course, I have Simone has a very special place in my heart.
Yes.
And the reason I didn't take her home earlier because she was a kind of bully, and I didn't want her to bully my little kitty at home because my kitty was very mellow kitty. So I didn't.
I never knew Simone was a bully.
She used to be a bully. She's kind of mellow, but then now she receives fluids daily, and I really, she gets better care here than I could give her at my home. And I like Gray Lady.
Oh, Gray Lady! I think everybody knows Gray Lady because she and Cassidy, remember, and the whole group of them.
I like Gray Lady. Snoop is my new favorite boy.
Oh, tell us about Snoop.
Well, Snoop has been here not that long, maybe 4 months, 5 months. And he is one special boy.
Do you do anything special for him?
Yes, I give him lots of kisses.
Well, you kiss all of them. That's one of the things people love about you when you come in here. Look at that. See?
Oh, my.
No, they step on me and I bleed all the time. Tell us about, is there somebody you make chicken for?
Oh, yes, right.
And while you're doing that, I'm just going to get a paper towel because I got Cashew's claws in my hand. Well, I'm just going to get a Kleenex.
The chicken, that's right.
Talk about the chicken.
I sometimes buy chicken because I know they like some of them, not all of them, because some of them don't like people food, but I have certain customers that just love.
Customers, I love it.
I have my chicken customers. So
who are your
I
chicken
bring
customers?
chicken for them. I buy chicken already made.
For who?
Already made. Or
already made. I got it.
Or sometimes I make it myself. I just boil.
How nice.
Yeah. Because I usually have chicken at home, chicken breasts.
Right.
And so I boil it for them and bring it, and Simone loves chicken.
And who else?
And when Simone likes chicken, then of course there are other kitties that like
they
chicken.
come running over.
So I bring extra for other ones.
And who in the sanctuary? Well, I know they all make me laugh. Who makes you laugh in there? Who are some of the funniest cats, and why? I mean, because some of the silly thing. Well, I love my boy Augustus because he makes me laugh. He's like the enforcer. But who do you like?
You know what? I guess the girls, Pearl and Belle.
Oh yeah, they've gotten a lot of exposure on
They're
the camp.
so cute. They make me laugh because sometimes they do things together. They eat together, and they sit together. They're cute.
That's nice.
They make me laugh.
So you can spend literally, or when you do volunteer, do you spend like the whole day here?
Yeah, usually I come like at 9, a little before 9, and I leave like 3, 4 o'clock.
And you manage to do your job and still come here and take a day off here and there?
Yeah, my job is, regular 9 to 5 job, and Monday through Friday, and but I'm off on the weekends, and I get lots of vacation time.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. You have Woody.
I have 4 weeks vacation, so I have 4 extra weeks to be here.
Or have you ever, since you? Oh, excuse me, everybody. He's now eating my Kleenex package, where I took out. Whoa. He's fine. I'm going to sit on my Kleenex. Have you taken any vacations, or trip back to Latvia since you left?
Yes, my grandmother was, my other grandmother was still there, and I used to go visit every year.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And then she passed away in 93.
Mm-hmm.
So I really haven't gone anywhere much. I have gone a few places, but I still have a lot of vacation time left.
Oh, which is good.
To come here.
When you're not here, I know another question some people emailed me. When you're not here, which is you're here a lot, I'm going to be dismembered by you. Hey.
He needs a manicure.
Yes, he does. You need a manicure. When you're not here and you're not at your job, what do you like to do?
I usually stay home, watch TV. I like to watch TV.
What is do you have any like favorite shows? Because
Yeah, I like to watch home improvement shows. I like to watch cooking shows.
do you watch
Yeah.
HGTV?
I love
That's my
HGTV.
favorite one too.
I like to watch Food Network, and I like to watch like not mysteries, like like unsolved mysteries,
Oh, okay.
or like Dateline.
Oh, okay. Now,
Okay.
cooking, you mentioned you like the food shows, so you must be, besides the chicken, a very good cook.
Well,
What are some of your masterpieces?
Well, some of my masterpieces. I don't cook much, but I do like to make Moroccan chicken. It's my favorite.
Moroccan chicken.
That's my late.
I know you don't want to
favorite.
give away your trade secrets, but on the board, we have a lot of people who are always yakking about recipes, and they talk about this dump cake that they were making and other things. Maybe you could mention a few of your ingredients for Moroccan chicken, because
Sure, it's use cumin and turmeric, and I put like chickpeas in it, and
ooh, yum.
red peppers, and it's kind of like a stew. It simmers like it cooks like a stew with chicken, vegetables, and spices.
Oh, it sounds so good.
Yeah, and then I make rice with it.
Oh, yummy. Okay, what else are some of your that you enjoy making?
Well, but before I discovered this place, I used to cook.
As a living?
No, I used to cook, and I used to cook daily, and I used to enjoy it. But now I prefer hanging out with cats.
I get, no, you know what? A lot of people would think, I don't get it, but I get it. Because sometimes there's a peace that comes to you because they are so sweet and so loving and so appreciative of the human interaction. And a lot of times they're a lot nicer than sometimes some people are. But I can understand why you're saying that. When you retire,
Yes,
I don't know if you are going to retire, then you'll be able to be here all the time.
that is true. Yes, I can't wait.
How much longer?
Oh,
Is it
God.
years or months?
No, it's years, and
Uh,
well, not that long. It'll go fast, but I don't know. Maybe I should retire early.
You know, I retired. Some of our viewers have recently retired, and they say, "Well, why didn't I do it sooner?" They kind of miss the people they work with, but they don't miss it. Just to be able to get up when you want to, and do things when you want to, and you could be here all the time.
I probably will be here every day.
I think they would appreciate that. Well, maybe you would be more than a volunteer then. Maybe you would become although you do pretty much what the caretakers do, and except maybe you don't do IVs or some of that stuff.
Yeah, I don't do meds here, but I do meds at the other place.
Oh, you do? Very
But
interesting.
not like I don't do fluids. I haven't done it, but I'm sure it's.
But
not
I
that
bet you would
difficult.
learn.
Yeah.
You would learn. So, I don't want to keep you too much longer because we know sometimes when we've done these, they run over. But again, I wanted you to understand how much people absolutely love you.
Oh, that's so
And you
nice.
come in here and I've said, oh, Nellie is like very nice and reserved. And I go, what? But you are. But when you come in here and you interact with them, there is such a joy.
Well, thank you.
And is there anything, or you might want to tell some of the folks who really are either watching you at work or they're going to watch you at work later, anything you want to talk to them about or mention or say?
I appreciate that everybody watches, and I like how it has become like a community, a group of, special friendship you guys have, and daily interactions with each other, and it's like it's your family, and it's like it's wonderful that the cats brought people together. I think it's great.
I think it did, the love of the cat. Do you ever get a chance to, that was my other question, I wrote it down, I forgot, watch, not the cam, but I mean read the comments or anything, or usually?
I don't.
Because they're buried in the basement.
I don't. Sometimes at work, once in a blue moon, I would put it on, but for a very short time. But I have seen comments and how people. It's like 24/7.
Oh yeah, it does.
It's like a full-time job.
Well, because we have people all over the world.
Right, it's constant. It's really
you
hard
remember
to
a
keep
couple
up.
of years ago, my friend Fraulein from Australia came, and I mean, they're on a different time. We've got a bunch of people in England watching now, and it's probably maybe 7 or 8 o'clock at night there. So there's always people on here. But the reason I'm saying that is when you're in here and you're talking, and I know we always have to watch ourselves. I remember before the microphone, I would hold it on lip read.
It's hard.
It's hard. But when you come out with the stuff you say, they type it so people can see exactly what you said.
They transcribe it.
They transcribe it. All your comments about the poopies.
I heard once, yeah.
The poopies this morning. What happened in here anyway? Okay, we had Chris was in here. I think his name is readjusting. And you came in while he was here?
No, he came after me.
You were both in here at the same time.
Right, I was here first and then he came.
Okay, what was he talking, what was he saying, and what were you guys talking about?
He said that, I was asking him if the camera wasn't working, and he said, yeah, they're not.
It's working now.
The microphone was like all the way in the litter box.
The microphone?
Yeah. And that the holder was in the litter box. Microphone was hanging down, almost touching the
by
door.
Mr. Innocent over there, probably, yeah. So what did he do? I mean, because
I don't know exactly what he did.
Okay, because there used to be a table there, like a little shelf.
Yeah.
Then Nina removed that.
Yes.
And now this. So I'm wondering, did he raise it up to make it higher for that hooligan to get over there? I don't know. And then I saw that they were all climbing up his pants, and he was like not 100% happy. But that's when you were going with the poopies.
Oh.
As soon as you cleaned, somebody else would do it until, see now, for those who can't see, we've got Pistachio sitting at the edge of the windowsill, and he's looked over at the cam a few times. I wrote that we're going to have to deal with him. We're going to have to really lecture him about how to behave, because he's just staring at it now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think he's up to something.
I know he's up to something, and the rest of them are just kind of not wanting to be in it. Oh, well, I want to thank you for at least taking time out of your busy day, and I know you're busy because you have an appointment coming up.
I do.
I know I did that last week. The same kind of an appointment, and money coming back.
I'd rather be here than go to my stupid appointment, trust me.
But maybe you'll have some good results.
I doubt it.
Well, thank you. And you're my friend, and I'm so glad to have met you, because you really are an inspiration to a lot of people with your dedication and your devotion. And you're like the historian. You and Marvin know about this place going years back, which is very, very interesting. So maybe in about another 6 months, we'll do this again. And we can talk more about stuff, okay? Thanks.
Sounds like a good deal.
Sounds like a good deal, too.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to stay in here just a little bit, because I know you have stuff to go. Take some pictures of the hooligan.
They're all like sleeping except the bed. Oh, here's Marvin.
Oh, you're kidding. Maybe can we get Marvin to come in here? Because
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't have much influence on
No, but tell him for a minute.